Hello everyone, Roberto here for another video review, and this time we have the limited edition Daim orange bar, or Daim if you want to pronounce it that way. Basically, when I was younger, this used to literally be called Daim. It was D-I-M-E. So you know, but I guess I don't know. I don't know where it's from actually. Is it from? I don't know, is it from? Well, who knows where it's from? Possibly. I think it originated. Well, they always sell it in IKEA, don't they? So I don't know if it's Swedish, but yeah. Anyway, wherever it's from, maybe they just changed it back to what it, the proper name. Save on changing all the branding for different countries or whatever. I don't know, but anyway, still pronounce it the same, Daim bar. So there we go. It's quite funny actually, because it was an insult as well when when I was at school to call someone a Daim bar, because the advertising campaign sort of basically revolved around sort of, I can't remember really now. Is it just idiots purchasing Daim bars? I can't remember now. And I think someone was calling someone a Daim bar in the advert. It was very very bizarre. And there was one advert where they were kind of had a sort of a footballer negotiating his contract, and a soccer player if you're not from the UK or wherever. And basically, they're not renowned for their intelligence. So the long and short of it was, he was basically just making demands. He had a dictionary open and he was just sort of reading stuff from the dictionary that we wanted as part of his contract. So it was just saying things like a Bunsen burner and stuff like this, as he was just going from A to Z through the dictionary. Maybe I'll put a link to that advert in the comments or something, but or in the description. But yeah, it was relatively amusing anyway. So basically, anyway, I digress a bit there. This is the limited edition orange version, so obviously, just say limited edition there, so you need to get your hands on this quickly. I don't know if they sell it separately. This is a free pack, as you can see. So there's 3 Daim bars in here. Yeah, so I don't know if it's on individually. So I mean, it annoys me the way these type of things are limited edition, because I mean this is clearly going to be nicer than the regular one. Well, you'd think so anyway. I mean, well, obviously I do like orange flavoured chocolate, and it's always a winner in my mind. And it's just a shame, some of these limited editions, which are really nice, don't seem to linger on. I guess people just don't, I guess demand wanes for them. It just costs the company too much to keep pumping out these things where it doesn't really sell any better than the other one, so just don't think it's worth it. But yeah, anyway, interesting, nice. Hopefully they'll do like some kind of Daim selection box or something where these become a permanent thing, for Christmas or something, or some other holiday celebration that they often do, these companies. Anyway, so quite nice packaging. Normally this is all just sort of a red colour. This one obviously is orange for the fact that it's got orange in it, orange flavouring presumably. What does it say? Orange flavoured milk chocolate with a crunchy almond caramel centre. Yeah, so Daim bars, for those you don't know, basically it's got this weird, crunchy almond caramel centre, I guess. Covered in chocolate really, but it's very tough. It's very snappable. It snaps very strong. It's not a creamy caramel or anything. It's more like you probably would say. Oh no, really, yeah. It's just a solid centre really. I was going to say it's more like toffee or something, but that's the same difference, isn't it? Just a hardened caramel, basically. Yeah, and it's very nice. It's just it's just really nice. The regular Daim bars are really lovely. Some of my favourite chocolates, and it's just a really nice crunch, and it just chews, and it lasts a long time as well. And I don't think these have shrunk over time either. I think they've always been this size, but now they look more like a normal chocolate bar size. Whereas in the past, as you can see, it's not overly wide. They were a small chocolate bar, but now because other chocolate bars have shrunk, and these have pretty much remained the same size, they just look like the regular chocolate bars now. So it's another one that's been taken up by Mondelez, who usually I don't know, they basically, I think they're the people that own Milka, and I don't know if that was their bar originally, and they've just expanded, but they've kind of taken over Cadbury, and the Cadbury's brand has kind of been so diluted, I guess you'd say. They don't really produce anything special anymore, really, other than perhaps the Whisper. But luckily I haven't seen any changes to Daim bar, and I think Daim bar would go well. You do get Daim in Milka now and stuff like that, which and the dairy milk as well. But it's never really been that nice actually, because it's just been too small a concentration of Daim bar to make it worthwhile. But so there's been some influences. But fortunately, the Daim bar itself, because it's just it doesn't really come in other flavours actually, so there's been nothing for them to destroy, so or cut back on. So there we go. Anyway, digressing lots here. So per bar, 28 grams, 148 calories, 8.6 grams of fat, 4.5 which are saturates. So there we are. yeah, there's not much more to say, I don't think. I think I've perhaps gone on enough as it is, so I think we should give it an open. So of course this, I'm opening it now. There's actually more to open, so this is not the official opening. So here we go. I think one of these is broken, I think. It's my fault because I actually stood on them when I was doing this one here. Basically, I put them on the floor to pose for a photo, and I forgot to take them back off the floor, for Instagram or whatever. So I ended up half standing on one, so that's why it's broken. So we'll get rid of the broken one. There we go. We'll get rid of all the new ones. Don't think it's broken. This one looks solid enough. So it's a very hot day today, and it's been hot all week really in the UK. So it's going to be difficult to handle it for long without it melting away. But here's what it looks like normally. It does say multi-pack bar not for resale. Well, they always do, don't they? So, but the gist of it is, I don't know if they do a single bar of this. I don't know if it's only available in multi-packs. So, but either way, there's nothing wrong with buying 3 of them. They're probably £1 anyway for 3 or something. I got these from Home Bargains. I've never been in there before. Thank you to Sutcliffe for recommending this, by the way. Should have said that earlier. I do apologise, but yes, and Home Bargains in general, really. And I think Luke Harrigan's mentioned Home Bargains millions of times as well. Actually, it's a great place. I went in there expecting to get just these and I think a Reese's chocolate, what are they called, chocolate rounds or something. I basically came out with a basket full of stuff. I think I spent about £30 or something like that just on different chocolate. Well, maybe not that much, but well, maybe I did. Yeah, so thank you very much for that. It's definitely been a good source of some different chocolate, and not obscure chocolate either. Just stuff that for some reason I've just not seen in my supermarket. Yeah. So interesting. So got a few to get through. I've got a massive backlog as it is. Who knows when I'll get through all of it, but I'll try. I'm trying to cut down as well. I've just been, basically over the summer I've just been eating ice cream all the time, literally for breakfast, dinner, and tea. So yeah, it's been a bit like that. So anyway, digressing again. Yes, there's the woes of my life. But yeah, anyway, yeah. So as you can see, it looks very nice. I like the fact that it's just basically the same packaging but with orange rather than the sort of reddy colour they usually have. Limited edition orange, not for resale, things like this. So I think there's not much more to do than give it a taste, but it does have flourish on the side. I haven't done the flourishometer, have we, for a while? I don't think. We can see, it's a lot smaller than it is without. So with flourishes, I used to do this all the time. I just haven't done it recently. I've been forgetting, or they've just not been present. It's about 13.7 centimeters. Sorry, 13.3. Yes, 13.3. Okay, so you can see here it has like a little tear to say to open it there. I'll do that, see what happens, but I think normally I would just split it down the middle to open the whole thing. So let's just see what happens anyway. So yes, it doesn't really open very well. I mean, I'm not sure what. Yeah, okay. There we go. Right, so that's done that basically. That's great. But normally, as I say, I would literally just split it down the middle like this, which is a far better way of opening it. Okay, so there we go. Right, so as I say, I'm going to have to be very careful with this because it's really melty today. I can smell a lot of orange. Ooh, it's really melting. Literally just melting already. Okay, let's try and be careful. So, right, there we go. So I've got a lovely orange smell wafting already. Actually, it's that sort of Terry's chocolate orange smell. The sort of orange flavouring smell. But I do like that smell. It's very nice. So as I say, I'm going to be careful with handling it. I'm just going to measure it before it's down there still. So it's about 10 centimetres long almost. Width-wise, about 4 centimetres. And thickness, probably about half a centimetre. Yeah, pretty much. Right, okay, so here you go. You can see here, it's got that nice sort of ripply, wavy effect as the chocolate's been sort of drizzled onto it, which I like. Underneath it's kind of flat, so there's no tyre track from the conveyor belt there, so that's just quite nice. It makes you wonder how it was done. But there you go, like that. Let's give it a snap. So you hear that snap? Excuse me. Hear that snap there, so it's quite a good snap. You can see the solid sort of caramel, what did they call it? With a crunchy almond caramel centre, or almond if you want to say it that way. If we can catch the light with it. Yeah, it should be quite shiny, there you go. There we are. Yeah. As I say, a lovely orange smell. So I'm going to have to probably taste this sooner rather than later because it's literally melting in my hand. Okay, so yeah, you can see chocolate fingers there already. There we go. Okay, so let's give it a taste. Well, let's have a bit more. Well, funny one, really. I don't know whether it works that well, actually. I don't know. I don't know whether this is just a different recipe and they've changed the Daim bar since I last had one. I'm not sure. I mean, it's it's got a bit of an orangey flavour to it. I'd say it's massively orange flavoured though, to be honest with you. It's not what I was expecting at all. You still get prominently the taste of the sort of the caramel, or almond caramel scent, or whatever it's called. That's the prominent taste. You don't really get an orange chocolate taste that much at all, really. It kind of separates from the almond scent as well. That could be because, it just separates from it in your mouth straight away. I seem to remember it sort of, when having it previously, it all melt quite nicely in your mouth. It doesn't seem to just, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I also don't know whether it's just, I don't like Daim bars as much as I used to, and it's just, I don't know, it just doesn't seem to work very well. It seems, I'm not sure. I really don't know, really. Daim bars are usually like a really, really nice chocolate bar. One of my favourites. This one, I don't know. I say I don't know if it's just maybe it would have helped if I had a regular Daim to eat it at the same time and compare it to. I don't know really, but I just don't feel like it just works as well. It doesn't seem to mix together in your mouth as well, the chocolate and the sort of the caramel bit as you're sort of eating it. Just doesn't seem to just work together very well. I don't really know why that is. I don't feel like I don't know. I don't know really. I mean, as I remember, Daim bars being one of the top chocolates. Really, always been a favourite of mine. So I really don't know if I'm just not as big a fan anymore. I've not had one for a while, but I can't see myself of going off them that much. It just doesn't seem. It just didn't have the wow factor that it normally has. Normally it just gets this beautiful taste in your mouth as the flavours all sort of start to melt. The caramel melts, the chocolate melts, and it all mixes together and it's all lovely in your mouth, all that kind of stuff. This one, it just didn't happen. There was no real orange flavouring at all. There was something there. It was clearly different than regular milk chocolate, but it just didn't really I love orange flavoured chocolate, I really like it. It's some of my favourite. I love bizarrely, I've not reviewed Terry's chocolate orange sensations, whatever they're called, and they're possibly one of my favourite selections of chocolates ever. And I need to really review those. But I love them. I love orange chocolate. But I don't know, this one, it just didn't seem to taste. It smelt of orange, but it just didn't seem to taste of it. Now I don't know whether that's because it was overpowered by the sort of caramel sensor, which is possibly what it was. Because it's got a strong taste as well, really. But it just didn't seem to work. It didn't seem to gel together at all. It seemed to separate. Possibly does it anyway with Daim bars, but it seemed to, as soon as you bit into it, the chocolate separated from the caramel, which I think possibly happens anyway. But it just didn't seem to come back together again. Normally when you're eating it and it just, I don't know, it just didn't seem to. It just didn't go anywhere from that point. Normally with Daim bars, from what I remember at least anyway, as I say, could be misremembering, my taste could have changed, who knows. But normally it just seems once you bit into it and you start chewing it, it gets better and better as it sort of melts in your mouth almost. Because, you're chewing this sensor, which is really strong and crunchy, but it melts in your mouth, and it really becomes lovely. And the taste just goes on for a long time. Just didn't seem to happen in this one at all. It just seemed to not really go anywhere. I really don't know why that was, and I can't see it's difficult for me because I can't really see centre caramel, the caramel centre changing recipe, just really with the chocolate around the outside. So I don't know whether they've just changed, or I'm just not as, just my tastes have changed myself. I don't know, but I was disappointed with it. I still enjoyed it though, and I still could happily eat loads of them. But it just didn't seem to be as good as I remember them being, and it just didn't seem to work as well. And the orange flavouring wasn't really there, or it was overpowered very easily. Yeah, it just wasn't. It wasn't as good as I was expecting. I was expecting more from that, and as I was saying, yeah, I'm quite sure the regular Daim bars are better than that, and I'm quite sure the flavouring's better, and I'm quite sure the chocolate just works better with it. Although it seems very strange that I can't imagine why that would be, because really it's just a flavouring in this, but that's what I remember anyway. And as I say, I don't know, maybe Mondelez has changed the recipe, who knows? But won't put it past them. But yeah, it just didn't have the wow factor that Daim bars normally do, and I don't know why that was. It's one of the things with chocolate, isn't it? Your tastes do change, or you do start to prefer certain types and things. Maybe Daim bars are just not really my thing as much as they used to be. I'm not sure really. But either way, I was a bit disappointed. But it was still nice. It just wasn't. It wasn't the 5 out of 5 bar that I think a Daim bar I would have given normally, or would have given a year or two ago. I'm sure I've reviewed Daim bar, and I'm sure I gave it something very high in the past. And yeah. I think a 3.5 out of 5. I think for me that one just was a bit disappointing. I don't. I feel like there should be more to say really, but I can't. I don't know what's happened. Just wasn't as good as I thought. But I still really liked it, as I say. But I just think the orange flavouring just didn't really add to it at all. You couldn't taste it. Not really. No, it's too. The flavouring's too strong from the caramel in my eyes. Anyway, that's what I found. And and I don't know, and just the whole thing just didn't seem to work. Maybe it's because I was waiting for something to happen, such as the orange flavouring to be there or something, and it just took away from the rest of the bar. I don't really know, but to go on so short, I think I unfortunately, which really pains me to say it. Really, I don't think I would. I don't think I'd be bothered if I only had to eat the regular Daim bars over these ones. But I do love orange chocolate, so maybe I'll give them a few more. Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably eat the other two at some point very soon. So I'll put a comment. I'll put a little caption in if my mind's changed. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's probably wishful thinking really more than anything else. But never mind. Still nice. Still wouldn't pass them by if you saw them in the shop. But yeah, there we go. Maybe it's just Daims in general just aren't as high on my chocolatometer or whatever as they used to be. But I find it hard to believe, to be honest with you, because I love them. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed that review. If you wanted to subscribe to my videos, leave a comment or free, and follow me on Instagram as well, and I'll see you next time. Take care everyone, bye for now, see ya.